What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Peter Boy J. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Right, so in today's video, per the caption, I'm going to share a story time with you. So today is going to be a story time with Jay. Alright, without wasting my time, it's your boy Peter Boy J. Let's get straight into the video. Let's go. So guys, just imagine what happened to me. Per the caption, my bladder snitched on me. Can you imagine? So this is how the whole thing happened. I was coming from the roof of Africa. That's popularly known as Kilimanjaro mountain. That's the roof of Africa. So that's where I actually live. And Kilimanjaro actually has the vibe of a countryside vibe, you understand? So I'm coming from the countryside and then going to the city. So that was it. Now, proud to the journey, I had to, prepare myself, then make sure I don't miss the bus. So per that morning, guess what I did? I was not going to go on an 8-hour journey, okay? All the way to that 8-hour journey without eating something. So in the morning, what did I do? I actually took something we call chapati and then chai. Back in Tanzania here, chapati is it's a great deal over here when it comes to breakfast. So I took that. Now, went straight to the bus. The bus came exactly at 5 o'clock a.m. Now, we entered the bus and then the journey started. Now, remember, I told you I just took chai. Chai is more like tea. Okay, let's take it as tea. That is chai with a chapati. That's the only meal I took before the trip. Now we entered the bus, alright? We entered the bus and then the bus took off. Now remember, it's an 8-hour journey trip by road. By road. Now traveling from the countryside Kilimanjaro to the commercial capital, that is Dar es Salaam. Trust me, that has per the stretch, they have some beautiful sceneries. Trust me, like it's one of the main reasons why I would always choose road trip over anything. Like beautiful sceneries, you just get value for your eyeball, you understand? Beautiful sceneries, talking about seeing valleys, hills, mountains, good, like nice plantations, you name it all, like all the beautiful stuff you see them on the road trip. Now let's say 2 hours into the journey, we got to a place where we had to, use the washroom. So another circumstance, that's what is the norm that after some hours, the bus has to stop at a particular place. I've forgotten the name, but it's a popular stand where they actually stop, and then if you want to use the washroom, you use the washroom. Those who have been traveling from the countryside Kilimanjaro to that can relate to what I'm saying. So we got to that we got to that stop, and then we had to use the washroom. Now, mind you, I was not feeling any urge to use the washroom, but since I wanted to be on the safer side, what did I do? I was like, you know what? Let me just get up and then just go to the washroom and do what I have to do, because you don't know what might happen. So I went to the washroom. I did what I had to do, and on my way back to the bus, and remind you, the bus was not going to stay for long. It's just for a specific short period of time. Let's say maximum 5 minutes. Yes. After 5 minutes, the bus is leaving you behind if you are not back. And you don't want that. So proud to, coming back to the bus, there's these vendors who sell food. They sell fruit, food, and other stuff. Talking about soda, drinks, they sell all those stuff. So I was like, nah, I'm somebody, when I'm traveling, I am very particular about road trip, because I've been going on road trips. So I'm really, really well informed and very strategic about traveling on road trip, especially taking fluids. I don't take fluids when I'm traveling on a road trip. Trust me, doing that, you might get yourself disgraced or embarrassed along the journey. So I know that for sure. Don't forget that, put that in mind. Now, coming back to the bus, I bought something we call matunda, okay? So matunda is Kiswahili, but in English means mixture of fruit, okay? So the mixture of fruit we have in the, watermelon, avocado, banana, like mixed fruit, you know what I'm talking about, So I bought the mixed fruit, that's matunda in Kiswahili, and then I went into the bus. Mind you, because I didn't want to have to take any fluids like buying Coke or Fanta or any kind of soda or any drink, or even water. I had water, but I was not drinking it. So I was like, okay, since I'm hungry, I don't want to take anything heavy. Let me just go with the matunda, which is the mixed fruit. So that's what I went with. Now I entered the bus took off. Now I was enjoying my music. You know how, traveling on a road trip, you need to have something entertaining you, whether you are watching the movie in the bus or you're entertaining yourself with your phone and music or whatever. But I was on my phone and then, listening to good music, just vibing to the whole road trip vibe. Now I started taking the matunda, which is the mixed fruit, as I said earlier on. I started taking it, and it had watermelon in there. Please take notice. You know watermelon has, a lot of fluid, yeah. So watermelon was in there. So I started enjoying the matunda because I started to feel hungry. So I started enjoying it, eating it. Then let's say an hour or two into the journey again. So let's say we had already used 2 hours. So plus these 2 hours into the journey, that'll be 4 hours into the journey. And my bladder just kicked in and prompted me that, yo, I need to come out. I'm like, nah. But I just used the washroom, so what's up? I'm like, oh no, man, not now. And mind you, the bus was chilly. It was cold. I mean, the AC was on fire. Damn, the whole AC was on fire. You know how traveling on a road trip, the buses, like, some of their ACs are just too much. Like, the AC was on fire. But then I was like, no, I can keep it. I've been doing that. I'm good at that. So I kept it. And I ignored it. I just tuned my mind off the fact that I started feeling like I wanted to urinate, all right? So I tuned my mind off from it, and then I made the listening to the music distract me. But hey, you can't cheat nature, man. You can't cheat nature. So guess what? Let's say I kept it for like an hour or two, still into the journey, okay? And we had not gotten anywhere. And mind you, the driver was not going to stop again. The last stop was the stop we had before. This time, he's not going to stop till we get to our final destination. So guys, you can imagine what I'm going to go through. So what did I do? I tried to generate heat for myself. So I started rubbing my palm. To generate heat for myself, but still was not working. And then I kept my palm under my thigh, okay, and sat on it, just to keep myself, try to generate heat for myself so that I won't feel the edge. Like, it was edgy. Like, I'd kept it for long now. It was very edgy. I couldn't hold it longer. Now there was this mama by me with a kid, and then I spoke Kiswahili to the mama that he should try and call the bus conductor for me, because in the bus there's a bus conductor and then there's the driver. So I was sitting by the window side and he was sitting just at the edge by the middle side. So she could easily have access to the bus conductor, not me, because I was at the window side. Now, telling this mama to try and call the conductor for this mama was just being slow with me, man. And I couldn't hold it again. Now I had to take matters into my own hands. I stood up and I told the mama to excuse me. Now remember, the bus was moving at a very, very, very faster rate. Like, the driver was just gassing. Now, at the rate at which this bus is moving, I'm sure people in the bus will wonder, where's this guy going? Where is he going? Well, what is he trying to do? The bus is moving, like, seriously, like, very fast. It's not advisable to even stand up. I might even fall or something, but what? Desperate times, man, desperate times. My goal was to actually just get to the bus conductor or the bus driver and then tell him how I was feeling. So, as I said, I stood up from my seat, asked the mama to excuse me. Now, I was walking through the middle lane, and then I went straight to the driver. I didn't even go to the conductor. I went straight to the driver. I was like, I started speaking Kiswahili. I was like, driver, no. And I started stammering, okay? I was stammering, bro. I was just stammering. Can you imagine? I was stammering. My Kiswahili just vanished. I couldn't even speak properly. And I was like, number, Nkojo, like, I want to use the washroom. Because, like, bro, it was crazy. I was sweating in an AC bus. Can you imagine? I was sweating. And I was stammering. And the conductor was like, unaenda wapi? Unaenda wapi is Kiswahili, trying to ask me where I'm going, all right? So I spoke Kiswahili to the conductor that I'm going to the last stop of the bus, but I want to use the washroom. Like, I can't control it again. The conductor was like, I should hold on. I was like, hold on? Hold on. Do you know what is happening to me? Man, hold on. No, we are not holding. We don't do that over here. Hold on. No. And they didn't want to actually, give me the ear. They didn't know how serious it was, how I was feeling, how sweaty I was. Like, I was even stammering. Now, the driver was like, I should just hold on. We are going to get to the place very soon. I was like, no, I can't. I can't. So what did I do? I had to dramatize a bit. I have to give them a little drama, you know? Because if I don't do that, trust me, without the drama, they were not going to take me serious. That's the unfortunate part, you know? So I had to give a little bit. I have to dramatize myself a bit. Now, upon doing that, they didn't want to actually stop. So the driver drove another 20 minutes and then found a place where it had a little bit, like, it had this bushy environment, and he opened the door. Guess what? I didn't even wait for the bus to stop. I just rushed out. I just rushed out of the bus, and everybody in the bus was like shouting like, hey. Bro, no. This point, I was not even going to listen to that. I just rushed out, and quickly I went to find myself somewhere that felt a little bit private. And just when I was about to, you know, let it out, the urine decided not to come. Can you imagine? Dude, I had something. When you come into my profession as a doctor, we usually call it urine retention, okay, urinary retention. So I had a retention, all right, urinary retention. The urine didn't want to come, but it was nothing serious. It was just for should I say milliseconds, not even up to, something like nothing serious. But when the urine came, it came like a fountain, like the waterfall. You see the pressure from the waterfall. The best feeling ever. It was the best feeling ever. Trust me, guys. Like, it was like my soul has left my body, or it was like some weight has been lifted off my neck. Trust me, that feeling is priceless. I don't know, but if you can relate to the fact that you have kept urine for long and it's time to let go, you know that feeling, priceless, man. Priceless. I just can't say, I can't just say enough of that. It's just priceless. It was a good feeling. Now the driver started honking at me. I'm like, bro, can you just allow me have the time of my life? He started honking at me, so what? I had to wrap up quickly, and then upon wrapping up, I'm sure I might have left some, you don't go into my nanny. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And I had to rush back to the bus. Now, he was actually moving the bus, so I had to jump into the bus very fast. Now, entering the bus, everybody was just laughing and looking at me, but what? I kept a serious face. Like nothing ever happened. I was straight into my seat. Like nothing ever happened. Can you imagine? I did that. I didn't care what people were saying. People were laughing. People were making silly comments. But hey, guess what? I know for a fact that people in that bus would have loved to join me. Trust me. I know for a fact. But I don't know if it is shyness or, I don't know, ego, or I don't know. But at this point, there was no time to be gentle, This is not the time to become and be gentle with this issue. You have to put your ego and everything aside and listen to your body, and listen to your body. Yeah, so that was what happened to me. My bladder snitched on me. I don't know if you ever been on road trip. Have you ever experienced something like this? You can leave a comment in the comment section and share your experience with me. But hey, before I leave, I like to, give a little bit of a medical advice to you guys, all right? You don't have to keep urine, especially my beautiful ladies out there. You do that a lot. Our mamas and our lovely sisters, For guys, hardly do we, do that. Or when we do that, the risk of getting what we call UTI, urinary tract infection, it's more paramount in ladies than in guys, you understand? When it comes to keeping of urine in your bladder. For the ladies who usually have history of getting recurrent UTI, recurrently, like you actually take good care of yourself, you don't use, even when you are using the public washrooms, you are careful and all that, but you end up coming complain that you always have UTI. Well, bingo, that is the reason. You keep urine for too long. And when you keep urine in your bladder for too long, what happens? It allows bacteria to culture. If I say bacteria to culture, I mean it allows the bacteria in the urine enough time to be able to do their stuff, in your bladder. And at the end, what happens? You get UTI, urinary tract infection. So hey, you don't want to be, part of, all these UTI issues. And long term, imagine what will happen to you. You can end up having kidney failure. Yeah. But you don't want that, do you? Yeah. And then having problems with urinary retention and whatnot. So I want to advise you guys that don't keep urine for too long. My ladies, my pretty ladies out there, don't do that. And my pretty guys, yeah, it goes to you too. Alright, this brings us to the end of the storytelling. It's your boy, Pretty Boy J. See you in the next video. I'm out.